Kenya is a very diverse country with roughly 47 ethnic groups or tribes that are indigenous to the land. Today we're going to look at the 6 largest groups, starting off with at number 6, the Somalis. There are roughly 2.8 million Somalis living in Kenya, primarily in the northeastern part of the country. Surprise, surprise, that's close to the border with Somalia. And they make up 6% of the population, but while they only make up that much of the population, they actually make up the majority of Muslims living in the country. On number 5, we have the Kamba people. There are roughly 4.7 million of them, roughly 10% of Kenya's population. They mainly live in the south-central part of the country, and they are known for their very skilled wood carvings, which they have been doing apparently for thousands of years. On number 4, there are the Luo people. There are roughly 5 million of them, making up roughly 10% of Kenya's population, and a further 1 million living in Tanzania. They can be found in the southwestern corner of Kenya along Lake Victoria, which is very close to the border of Uganda and Tanzania. And they are known for their fishing, which is no surprise because, of course, they live next to one of the largest lakes in the world. And one fun fact about them is that Barack Obama, his side that is Kenyan, his background is actually Luo. Very fascinating. At number 3, we have the Kalenjin. There are roughly 6.4 million of them that live in Kenya, making up 13% of the population, and a further 200,000 to 300,000 living in Uganda. And they are mainly found in the western part of the country. One thing that's very interesting about this group is that they are known for their long distance running. And I'm not kidding when I say this, because apparently they actually win roughly half of all the long distance running medals for international championships. So yeah, they're really, really good at their long distance running. At number 2, we have the Luhya. There are roughly 6.8 million of them, making up roughly 14% of the population, and they live mainly in the western part of the country along Lake Victoria. This group is actually quite diverse. Apparently there's 19 tribes in this group, and they're known for a very unique dance called the Azukuri dance. And then at number 1, we have the largest group in Kenya. This is the Kikuyu. And there are roughly 8 million of them, making up 17% of the population, and they live mainly in the central part of the country. One thing that's very interesting about this group is they were absolutely central to the Mau Mau rebellion. Now, of course, in Kenya, you had all different types of people participating in that rebellion, but the Kikuyu were one of the largest groups that were participating in this uprising. And as many of you probably know, the Mau Mau rebellion was absolutely central to Kenya eventually going on its way to gain independence from British colonialism. So thank you. There's my video. I highly recommend you follow me and subscribe depending on what platform you're using right now. And go check out some of my other stuff. I do a lot of stuff on geography and politics that you might also be interested in. Cheers.